Where's the best place to use stories in your lessons? Now, this is quite challenging because many of us have this huge lesson and we think of all the content as equal. Now, the first thing to do, therefore, is to think of what are the most important content that you really want learners to pay attention to. They get engaged, you want to remember, they will learn the skill, they're able to practice the idea, or they're able to really learn and appreciate and making sure there's an impact. Isolate those content. And because those contents are not so many, there are only very few, you're able to easily find a story. So for example, let's look at the example where somebody was using and instructing someone to use a GPS, right? Using a GPS, and this is what you do, you make sure you know the timing, the location, where you are, where you're going, and maybe there's a certain calibration. If you're going mountain climbing, you have to do this. What is the biggest challenge is that in the climbing, there might be a few things. One of the rule is, for example, try not to go climbing by yourself. You need a companion if you can do that. And this is true to many other particular sports. So if that is so important as a content, you build a story around that particular content. You don't build a story around, here's the step, this is the gear that you have to use, this is the checklist that you have to use, because they may not be so essential than having a partners, right? So reflect on this, identify the most important part of your content so you can easily relate a story that you can find in order to help the learners. Avoid creating one story that will tell all of the content. It doesn't work. It will be too expensive. You lose the learner. You cannot focus the learning to a particular area, and it will take forever to do. So singular event meant into supporting one important idea.